New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins. In our second Elite Eight match, Rick Kamrowski is ready to take on Ray Weatherby. And then in Game 2, Sean Taylor gears up to take on Jacob Cook. Now let's roll with your hosts, Richie Myrick and Dave Chestercove.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. It's our third match of our Elite Eight round between our 4th seed Sean Taylor and our 5th seed Jake Cook. Now, Sean, you got here with an impressive 151 string and totally destroyed your opponent. How do you feel right now? And you're hoping that that good ball will carry over?
I feel good. Like I said, hopefully I didn't waste everything in the tank, but it'll be fun bowling against Jake.
Alrighty. Richie, take it away.
DC, thank you. Sean, thank you. I'm here with Jake Cook. Jake, great first match, won by 17 pins, throwing a great ball. How do you feel going up against Sean?
It's going to be fun. Sean's a good bowler, so I'll have to, bowl my best, but it should be fun. It's bowling, so it's a game, it's fun.
It's a game, it's fun. And this guy smiles more than anybody I think I've seen on the program. So let's have some fun, fellas. We'll see you after this. And welcome back to New England Candlepins. I'm here with Mike Kustak and Dave Chestercove. Mike, thank you for stopping in with us today.
I'm having a blast. I can't leave.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm Jay Horrigan. On lane 1 is Jake Cook, and he's going to be bowling against Sean Taylor. Jake, when you're ready to go, we're ready to go.
So this is to get into the semifinals right here. Both of them threw excellent games to get here. Jake had a 117 with a good run after he finished with started with 3 opens, and Sean had a 151.
Jake with a little inside joke there. He's just happy that he didn't throw a half Worcester with his first ball. He's got a great sense of humor.
All right, grind down and out here and go over to lane 2 and see if you can get yourself a better break. Tough break off that head pin hit right there.
Ooh.
All right, start with 7. A lot of big strings start with 7, so that's what I've been told. Nice working ball. A lot of help.
Leaves the 5, 7, 10. As
somewhere
Mike said,
right in that wood, you think, guys? That's the flat piece?
I like the right side. Right on the red line if you can just shave in a haircut. Ooh,
oh.
A little more maybe.
For his shot, though, I mean, he hit it. He hit the shot he was looking at. Surprisingly, left a 10.
Yeah, that was not the pin I was expecting to stay up by putting the ball over there.
Settles for 9. 16 through 2.
All right, Sean coming in with a 151. Get him here to the semifinals. Closed with 6 out of 7 marks. Nice break off the 3 pin, just leaves himself the 1 and the 8. 1-5.
Piece of wood back might help.
Oh, gets by the head pin.
Minimal.
And 10 bucks. So he'll take a 3-pin lead. He'll be happy with that, even though he wasn't able to convert the spare. Sean in our Sweet 16 round didn't miss a pin, didn't leave a pin standing. So far, he still hasn't left a pin standing. Good look at a spare here, just the 6-pin.
Right at it.
And right at it.
No doubt about it.
The way Sean's throwing today, like we've seen with Johnny Blaze and certain guys, I think Jake's going to really need to get 1 out of 2 here. Just for himself.
Well, when your opponent is throwing nothing less than 10, you know, you're in a position where you have to throw a mark. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Sean's been lights out.
Jake off on his first 2 balls, though, but like his first string, if he can bail himself out with an out here, cross over to lane 2 and see what happens.
Yeah.
Off to a really slow start, but he turn it all around in the 4th box.
That is a good out. It's a nice 9 out of that.
See if he can find it here with that first ball, get himself going.
Rather it happen early than late, I suppose.
Heck of a break. Still on the quarter pin. Can't find the head pin yet, but can't ask for anything better, really.
Yeah, that was a better
Backdoor
loose ball.
7 drop.
Yep, he's got the 1, 2, and 6. See if he can run the line here.
Get your pins here. Get your pins. Haven't had a 10 box yet. Chunks out an 8. So, way Sean's throwing.
If Sean continues to do what he's been doing, he can give
Get a
himself a
firm
nice
hold
cushion.
on there, yeah. Sitting here 20 in a ball.
See, even
5
that's
and a
not
half.
too bad. That's really not bad at all. He's got a little extra help. Basically like he's shooting the 4 horsemen. It's 5 more than he had.
His ball takes it. Full. Got to maintain that lead and keep that fill here. You really want to get an 8 or a 9 box here. Cuts
Oh,
about
makes
10?
it
it. Even
10.
betterer.
Hey,
What a
how to
10.
keep it clean? Are you kidding? Wow.
Oh. Pretty good for the ocean there.
Leaves the 1-3-7.
Not only does he keep it clean, he gains another pin, so that puts him up 10.
He's on it. He's got
That's
it.
gotta
Go.
go.
It's gotta
He's
go.
got it.
Yeah, there it goes.
Took the circuitous route, but
But the outside route, able to knock it down though, keeps his pace going, knocks down every pin like Richie has mentioned, and he sits again with a mark in an even box.
that thing put a quarter in the carousel right there, Stacks.
It sure did, bud.
And now Jake leaves the same lead, the 1-3-7.
Good crossover here for the half though. He can get that mark, cross himself over, get to in the 50s half
It's
with a
got to
nice
start
mark.
somewhere. It's got to start now.
Good bid. Good
Nice
bid.
offer.
Grab your stick here, move on. Grab your stick and move on. Haven't had a 10 box yet. For confidence. There you go.
Yep.
Right in the face, too, so.
43 half, Sean on fire. You're going to start getting some marks to get that 65, 70 half to get yourself at least a 110, 113, you're thinking somewhere.
Get one right here. You're only chasing a dozen. It's not the
Yeah.
end of the world. Just go ahead and go make you a shot right here. This wood's going to
That
get
wood
involved.
tucks
Touch it.
behind.
Oh, it rolled a little too much maybe, but
His
Please.
ball though explodes though if he can just touch that front one.
get to the 2 pin.
He's not able to.
Way Sean's throwing, you better get your sticks here, Jake. Gonna need every one of them. All right, grab one. Sean comes up. Already up 12 and counting. And he's only opposite 18 in those 2 boxes from Jake.
Yeah, you can put this one to bed right here with a couple of marks.
Sean working on a spare. Oh, what a pretty ball. Drops a quick 9. Just leaves the 4 pin.
Quick is right. That got a speeding ticket.
If you blinked, you missed it. Whoa.
I think he's had probably 4 or 5 and he made all. That's the only one he missed out of his 9 drops. So you know you're not going to
Makes
make
it for
them
good
all,
measure
but
for a
he
10.
made it
Still
for the
hasn't
10.
missed on the third ball.
But he's been pretty dead-eye on the second ball throughout his 2 strings here on the show. Marked in every even box so far in this string. He's got a little work here with a whistle left.
Oh, that sound. I hear it in my sleep. Crunch.
Whoa.
I'll tell you what, if he makes a 10 out of this,
I'll buy him a slice of pizza.
get that man some pizza.
Oh,
wow.
He was
He
trying
wanted
to
some
get it off
pie.
that
He
wall.
wanted a
hungry
little
on that
pie.
ball.
Yes,
Holy
he was.
smokes. Slice from the stacks.
All right, well, it's 22 with 4 to go.
Got a mark. Haven't marked yet, Jake.
Start
See
with
what you
one.
got.
Oh,
Start
a
with
pretty
one.
ball.
Oh,
That
what
would
a
be
one
a
to
good
start
way to
with.
start.
Well, there you
all
go.
that wood on it. Oh, if it had just gone over. See him making the 6-pin with all that wood, though.
Yeah, go ahead and go get that.
Okay,
And he
That's
does.
fine.
There he goes.
okay.
That's
There's a
fine.
pulse. There's a pulse here. Oh, can make it really interesting with a nice ball here. Really interesting.
Chasing 22 through 6
Love to throw a strike.
on a spare. Let's go.
Oh, he did. He went to the
well,
middle.
take-
It's still tripping out. Come on up, Wood.
Didn't trip out quite far enough. This is a really tough one.
Some wood. Oh,
What a shot
Steve!
by Jake Cook.
What a shot by Jay Cook. Is right,
Serious?
Richie.
Can we see that in instant replay?
Looks like he played the outside of the 3-pin. Came
What
off
a
the
shot
wall,
to keep
helicoptered
yourself
its way
in a
over.
match.
Serious helicopter, man.
Sean checked out the
yes.
scoreboard, and we'll look over and see that Jake just put up 2.
I want to
He's
see the
gonna need to.
RPMs on that pin. Now just 5 there.
You see check mark right plus the 7-pin.
Yeah, you don't like
Wow,
seeing the
what
7
a shot
up there.
by Jake right there.
Yeah, all
and then
of a
this type
all
of
of a sudden.
break, all of a sudden. Oh, what a bid, though.
Great
Everything
offer.
but the 5.
Jake was
10.
able to take away 6 in that box.
It's chipping away.
So now it's down to 16, but he's
16
opposite
against the
another
mark.
spare. If Sean won't mark here, it's potentially just a 1-mark match here going into the 8th box for Sean. In the pocket.
Wants one of those to go.
Wow, smash in
All
the
right.
pocket. Gets the 410 as a result, and a couple of flat pieces of wood. And
Are you
honestly,
thinking, Richie, at the 4?
I'm thinking the 4 on the right cap on the right side of the
Get the
4 pin.
shoot, do a
Yeah,
little
see if you can
slingshot.
snap it off the wall.
Oh, he cuts it. Oh, and it went. Oh, he sent it over. He was able to get down right by the channel where the wood was and snap it over, but it just didn't take the 10.
That's a gutsy shot. If you throw it in the channel and you take both of them, that's an 8 box, and then all of a sudden you're, instead of being, with that 10 there, you're up 16. 14 is a totally different
What
animal.
a match, folks. We are going to the last 2 boxes, and we haven't had a match like that in a week or 2.
Jake on a spare. Oh,
Oh.
that's not the result he was looking for.
Off to the right, and he's got a mess.
Brings it to 13. More importantly, leaves himself 7 for that crucial spare. He needs 1. He's definitely going to need 1.
And
Grab yourself an 8 minimum here.
Nope.
Only 7.
so that puts him at 87, so he's down 6 and a full frame. Afraid he might need a double here. See if he can start with the first.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and he gets
Richie,
one.
are you kidding
He
me?
gets one. He's still got a pulse.
It's a serious ball.
DC, I think I just passed over the crystal ball there with Richie Myra calling that one in
Yeah,
the
you might
10th.
just have.
Oh, Jake, what a
don't know.
time to throw that
don't
first
know.
bomb. What a
See if
time.
he
You never know in this
Let's see if he can dial up
Check
the replay.
this out.
Seconds
Check
on it.
this out.
Oh,
On it.
baby.
Oh, take one here. Oh.
Heck of a ball.
Well, he's able to convert this. You just, like I said, this game you just never know.
That's some excellent bowling.
Well,
Excellent
good for
bowling.
you. Good out. Take that.
There
That should
goes.
go.
Okay.
He's gonna want that 9
14
bucks
pins,
back.
though. Just might be
And
too
again, don't they
little, too
always
late.
go
And
when
that's
it's
why you
like
need
that?
those 9s and 10s. And we look at the scoreboard.
Right.
He only had 33 through 4.
Yep, so you're
If
only
he had a
forcing a pair of-
37, 38 right there through 4 and had some 9s and 10s, and now all of a sudden you're going to force the guy to get a 2 10 boxes even. And
Yeah.
it sounds easy. It isn't. It isn't, because you know you only need a 10 box. and then you get an eagle, and you're trying to work for it, and you get a 6 or a 7 box. He's able to knock down 8 here on his first ball. Take one more.
Yeah, if you take
9.
one, yeah. And what do you know? His third ball's right on cue as usual.
So Sean finds himself in an excellent position if you're a bowler to just need 5 pins to close out a match.
Yep. Move on. He'll claim our third spot in our semifinal. And he
Oh,
just
with
throws
an
a hammer.
exclamation point. Booyah.
And gets 8 on the first ball.
Over 120 again for Sean, and he will be a third semifinalist. 122. So Sean Taylor able to move on to the next round with a 122. Like we mentioned earlier, Jake only started with a 33 through 4. Just put himself in a little deficit, and Sean had those 2 marks. Phil's were kind of okay, you know, but he had himself a 54 and had that 20-pin lead. While he was able to make a run, Jake just didn't have enough in the tank or enough boxes, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, that about sums it up, Stacks. I mean, there were a couple of really good shots that Jake made, and a couple of good answers from Sean. And so Sean's going to be advancing to our semifinal match, and I think that's going to be enough for us. What do you say, DC?
I say that's just about right. We'll be back to interview our bowlers right after this.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins. I'm here with your runner-up today. I'm here with Jake Cook. Jake, always with a smile on your face. You had smiles on your face making a run, but it wasn't quite enough to catch Sean Taylor today.
No, he bowled really well, and I really had a terrible start, and he got a nice lead, and he's a good bowler, so it's hard to come back from those big leads.
Yeah, it is, especially you only have 10 boxes to work with, and if you take a couple off, it's going to be tough to get back. But what I do have for you is a check for $125. Thank you for joining the show, thank you for being back on the show. We appreciate you, Jake. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a great time.
And DC, a little bit more with Sean.
Thanks, Richie. Sean, congratulations on claiming our third spot for our semifinals. Again, you look like you were doing the same thing as you were in the Sweet 16 round. You actually only left 1 pin standing through your first 2 matches here, so that's pretty impressive. How do you feel going forward?
Doing all right. I got a couple more splits in that game, but I was, like you said, I was able to pin out, and I was getting nervous at the end there that Jake started stringing some marks together, so it kind of put the screws to me a little bit, but luckily I prevailed.
Now you're looking to make any adjustments, or are you just gonna shake that off and just move on?
Shake it off. Just keep doing it. Sometimes they split. Sometimes they get 9 drops.
That's a good way to look at it. All righty, folks. We'll be back to interview our next set of bowlers for our Elite 8 round, our final Elite 8 round, right after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins for our second match of our Elite 8 round here. We just saw Sean Taylor stamp his ticket to the semifinals, and now we're going to see this matchup to see who will claim the last spot in our semifinals. Now, Ray Weatherby, you rolled a great match against Justin Scally in the Sweet 16 round. Looking to keep that good momentum going forward?
That's what the plan is. We'll see how it goes.
Well said. Couldn't have said that better myself, buddy. All righty. Here you go, Richie.
Here we go, Dave. All right, I'm here with Rick Kamrowski. Rick, welcome to the Elite 8. How you feeling?
Feeling good now.
Yep, feeling good now. You said you were going to come in more relaxed. Yeah, you're ready to be a little more relaxed. Yeah. I like it. Yep. Thoughts against bowling Ray?
It's always a tough match with him. We faced each other a few times, and I fell short, but today's my day.
Okay, all right, today's your day. And just one follow-up question before we get started. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No.
No, doesn't. All right, well, no pineapple on the pizza today, but we'll be back after this.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins here for our last match of our Elite 8. We have Ray Weatherby, our 15th seed, against, Rick Kamrowski, our 7th seed. Find out who will claim the final ticket to the semifinals. We got
Just a
Weatherby.
reminder, guys, again, the great book out here. People that are fans of Cannon Bowling that are tuned in, obviously, Lunch with Tommy and Stacia, written recently by Mike Morin, covering our great history of our game.
Oh, Ray.
Find it on Amazon Book. Backdoor 8-drop.
And
All
makes
over it. You got to jump on that.
Got to jump on that, and you got to jump on that book too. I got to admit, I'm a little behind on myself on Lunch with Tommy and Stacia by Mike Morin, and I really can't wait to dig deeper into it. Thank you, Mike, for all your hard work.
Whoa. There's a good ball in the pocket. Only gets 6, leaves 4, 7.
Do you split that wood? I mean, do you try and really split that wood to send something to the left, or do you go for the 2?
Would. Maybe
yeah, I would.
This early in the match, it's
the only chance I think. I mean, I'm not the only. I'm sorry, guys, but you know what I mean. Just kind of get it moving.
You got to give it a shot.
Oh.
I mean, like I said, worst case scenario, you probably get 2, at least 1. 10. Then you go make the easy 9, 10 on the left-hand side. In theory, I mean.
Now, see, if that's the 8th or the 9th box and you're chasing a couple of pins, maybe you make a different decision. But in that case,
yeah.
I don't mind him going for the shot there personally.
So he jumps on his backdoor 8-drop, able to fill it with 6.
Yep.
Starts with 25 to the first 2 boxes.
That's a good trip. That'll bring up Rick Kamrowski.
He got here by defeating Dennis Nuzzo, 112 to 109, in a grinding match.
Interesting about Rick's match is that he only had 2 marks, but he filled them. It was a spare, and he filled it with a strike, and the strike with 9 to Dennis Nuzzo's 4 marks, and he was still able to win.
Yeah, it was Pinnon that won that match.
And Nuzzo had those back-to-back 6 boxes, lest we forget.
Now Rick, he's got a great look at a spare right in the first match.
Gotta take this. Gotta take it with the play.
Gotta take advantage of it.
Gotta take it.
Now he's lefty
all day.
and all day.
All day. It's a great shot by Rick. Nothing's ever easy, especially in the first box. Nothing's ever easy. Something like that.
All right. Rick looking for a good fill here.
Yeah, really settling in before he makes his approach here. Knows how important it is to fill this.
I remember at the end of the semifinal match, said he was going to make some adjustments.
He said he was going to be more relaxed, DC, and he also alluded to at the beginning of the match.
Need a snap here, Richie and Dave. We need a little snapperoo.
I think so too. I think maybe the left side of that wood, even though he comes left to right.
I think if you can snap it, maybe if you can get it moving.
Turn it. I actually almost would probably go right side here.
Just don't want to push it back. Straight. Get some kind of action snapping.
He's gonna go left. Ooh, just by.
Well, I didn't like the curtain there, gentlemen.
No,
that we never brought up those options.
No, it never crossed my mind. So
push it back at least to the 9.
And there it goes. Well, it was there.
Like we said, the left or the right, whatever. But you just get it snapping or something.
Like you said, you gotta give it a chance.
All right, guys. So it's a good little start on the match. Both guys come out 1 out of 2.
Yeah, that's a good trip. You always say 1 out of 2.
I do say always 1 out of 2.
You do. I bowl with you a long time.
Could be 2 out of 2. Wait a minute.
Heck of another backdoor 8 for Ray as he gets back up there in an odd box and able to jump on a break.
Let's see if he does jump on.
Sure he does.
Sure does.
That's a terrific shot.
No easy shot with that wood frozen in the head pin the way it was.
And then last time he made the cross, he got the nice 6 fill, but he had a really bad break, but he put it on the head pin. This time, there's no doubt. All 10.
All right, I'm going to take 2 minutes off. That hurt me. That one hurt me. I can't do this anymore.
All right.
All right, guys. We got a good little match here brewing early. Yeah.
I still think if you continue the trend, 1 out of 2 at least, you stay in the match.
Correct. I'll tell you what, that was a relaxed ball. That was a very relaxed ball by Rick Kamrowski.
Heck of a 9-drop, couple of planks, right at it. Let's move on.
You gotta love seeing something like that, especially against something like
good work for a great ball.
When your opponent goes and does something like that, it's really nice to see something.
Yeah, right away. Push it.
Yep. Use it all. Clear the deck. hit the button, on to the next one.
Opposite of strike, doesn't need it, obviously. You know that, guys, but he needs a good ball here. Would like definitely another mark to just match those two that he just saw Ray throw at him.
That's where I like DC's mindset when it comes to this. You can't be worried about your opponent's strike. You can only control what you can control.
Right, that's why I don't.
DC's bowled in the
that's why I
World
don't-
Finals, though. You know what I mean?
I know. I've seen him. Look at this ball mix in.
That's why I don't watch my opponent either. I just assume he makes everything, and I just got to stay focused.
7.
Because sometimes, you know,
For all
the
you
bowler
local
goes like 8,
Candlepin
9.
bowlers that have watched this forever, the famous high-low jackpot
Oh,
that they
yeah.
used to have at the end of the Channel 5 show. He has the 1-7-10. We were giving away $5,000 after you won a show. It would incrementally grow bigger week to week if you could make this shot at the end of the show.
Once he was home,
Like Richie Myrick said earlier, curtain wasn't the option.
You know, the curtain is it's very difficult to carry anything from the curtain.
But stay in the match here. You're the headman, you might get 9. Forcing Ray to fill on his strike.
That's a much better ball. That ball had some nice conviction on it. That felt more relaxed.
Okay, not bad, Rick.
Yeah, no,
not bad.
Like I said, he stayed one
Down
on the
to
2.
Phil, but
Kept it.
yeah, able to sustain Ray's, you know, spare strike as of now.
Right.
You know, only down 2 and minus that fill.
1 out of 2, as you rightly said, Dave.
Yep.
Double? Ooh.
Gets that 5-pin
Going
to trip.
into it. That's a huge 5-pin, like you said, Dave. That doesn't trip now. He's going to somehow send the 2 over to the 1 possibly, but now you just got a 2-pinner with planks all over the place. Put it down in that right corner. There's your 10 fill.
Yep, you got it.
So, like we've seen in a lot of our matches, guys, is the 3 in a row, and that's for Ray with 3 in a row, and that actually gives him 4 out of 5 and a 75 with a ball half right now.
3 in a row, and he can't shake his opponent. We've seen that too. Somehow.
Oh, like you said, wow, you said right there.
Well, that's Candlepin
Just
for
said it, right there. So now there's a 4 fill, and you're gonna have to work really hard now. See if he gives us a run. He does.
Oh, yes, he does. Oh,
solid though.
A couple of crunch bars there.
Can you get your 8 or 9 here somehow, and still, you know, keep your fill?
Yep, take your medicine.
Oh, it's basically 2 10 boxes,
Yep,
guys.
that's all it
it's
is now,
basically 2 10
2 10s,
boxes.
you got that right.
4 and a 6. So that puts him at 85 through 6, which is a pretty good half. He has a 79 half, guys, but he's against Rick. That's 53 through 4. Can drop a mark right here, get himself right back into the match.
Right. You leave 4 stand, and even a 10 box feels like a small mark.
It does right there because you kept your fill, because you were able to keep your fill.
Let's see how Rick reacts here.
Good working ball.
Can he
Yes,
use
it
a
was.
trip?
Let's see what it does. Well, it's touching, and you know what, boys? I like that right tip.
What, you don't think way left maybe below the ribbon?
I actually agree a little bit more with Mike. I like the left tip of that front piece of wood.
Left of that
almost
ribbon?
where they meet.
Because it's
just kinda
double wood,
spread them
Richie?
this
Because
way,
it's double wood, so you could get, because the double wood behind it maybe?
That's where I would go.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
He's gonna go middle.
Just pushed it back.
We'll never know. You win in the middle.
I'll
I
be
think
right
right
back.
tip is
I'm going to
just a
go
little
set
more-
it up again.
That's why you should read the book, because they know how to make the shots.
That's right. Read the book. Well, no matter what, he probably wants to get these for a 10.
Good
Yep,
sticks.
he does.
Good sticks.
He's
Yeah.
going to keep him in
So
the
he
match.
only loses 4 in that box after it was looking pretty big, but he was
And
Ray was able to.
if you do read the book, Lunch with Tommy and Stacia, find Mike Morin. He'll sign it for you. He'll put whatever you want on that. The guy's awesome. So thanks, Mike. And thank you, Mike.
And thank you, Richie, and thank you, Dave.
DC, you're all right, too.
Oh, thank you.
So he's minus that 6 box here, guys. Just gonna flip the script if he's able to. All right, puts it in the corner though. Still,
That's
they're
right.
all
See,
together.
even right now, again, that 4 pins, even a 10 box, he can cut it to 12. 4 boxes is plenty to play with.
But a mark could really.
Oh, this would be big. This would be gigantic if you can make it.
Put it in the ocean twice, but he's still going left the 1-3 for a
even be
10 box.
upset
And
with
like you
that.
said, he gets his 10 box. Mini mark, like you were talking about, Richie. Makes a 4 pins. Yeah. Got it. Yep.
And he does gain the 4 back.
It's a big 4. Really is.
So
Keeps it at
Ray
12.
starts out with 4 to 5 guys, and then he starts the second half with only a 6 box. Rick's kind of just plugging along, grinding, making his shots, and he looks up. He's only down 12 with 4 boxes to go, and there's no guarantee Ray's gonna have 4-10, so it could just be 1 mark that
You can
Rick
make
is
that
could
up in
need.
one. You can
It
make
could
that up in
possibly
2
need.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Reagan with his backdoor, let's see what he can do in the on lane. Get another decent backdoor break off the quarter pin.
Can he convert?
And he does again.
What a shot.
He's done that this whole string.
Wow, outside.
Jump on those backdoor breaks. You got to do that, though.
Rare you see that go outside. Beautiful
Take
shot.
advantage of the breaks when you look at them.
So up 12. Marks in the 7th. What type of fill we got here?
Back in the pocket.
Oh, but it's a single. It's a single, boys. Pretty much.
Right at the 3-pin.
I think you're right. Hit the face and you get it back.
3-pin gives him a chance.
Yes, it does.
There you
Great
go.
shot.
Got to jump on that.
And he does.
All dressed up. Spare 7 spare. Rick was already down 12 entering those two. You got to come back, Rick. You got to mark. You got to match him. You got to match him. Minimum 1 out of 2, obviously, boys. But you really would like to say 2 and say you can keep that pressure right on Ray to finish his 9th and 10th.
Yep, absolutely. Well, he's got to look at one just to check mark left.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 7.
Take your time. You need this.
He has been throwing a more relaxed ball, as he said.
On it.
Damn,
Oh, good
makes
for
it look
him.
easy.
Good for him. So that keeps him in the match. He's off to their only 7 fill here.
They're rolling a great first
Only the
ball this
opposite
match.
7, correct. So he throws a strike right here.
Stay
All of a
tuned,
sudden, he's
ladies
only
and
chasing
gentlemen.
9.
This is a real match.
Yeah, I'd love
It's
to
going to
just
come
roll
down
it
to the
right in
last
the
2
pocket here.
boxes. One of the better matches we've had here with some really good scores.
He wouldn't dare throw a strike, would he?
Oh, boy. Crystal ball.
Would he do it?
Love to hit the head pin here. He does.
Keep sweeping.
Wants to
Keep
get a couple
sweeping.
more.
Okay.
Already matches the 7 fill. that
Okay,
Ray
so
put in.
he's got the 3, 7, 8.
Those 2 pieces of wood, if you can get on that pin, you can start getting it shuffling so it can somehow get back there to take the 7-8.
Yeah, I think he wants to almost
he
almost
wants
like
to-
it
Or if you
isn't
go a little
there.
right to
Yeah,
the
almost
pin
like the winning
medius,
pair.
yeah.
Wants to be right side of it. Try to get everything moving left
Hit it
or
or
off
right
the
side.
How
wall.
about it?
Oh,
Shot by Rick Kamrowski.
Oh.
What an answer, and all of a
He
sudden we got a
played it
match, ladies and
perfectly,
gentlemen.
just the way we wanted it to.
112 to 100 through 8.
Wow, what a
Both
fantastic,
bowlers
timely
sitting on
shot.
a mark. What a shot that
Can we
was.
see that in slow motion, please?
Right side kicks over to the left to sweep out the 7-8.
What a shot.
Great, big ball here.
Oh,
Ooh, gets
another
a good
break,
break.
guys.
That's a-
The whole match. The back
that's a
door in the
big break,
first
too.
block on lane 1 for Ray.
Outside of the 3-6 and just, had enough
Take
mustard on it
7.
to take 7,
No
yes.
Worcester, no 3 pins, 7 of them down.
And he
And
runs it
takes it
down on the
again.
outside.
Takes it again.
Yep, 129 and a
It's
ball.
one to get the breaks, guys. Obviously, we all know that.
Right.
It's a second thing to take advantage of.
So it's 19, but Rick still has a fill. Ray's got 129 and a ball.
Ray's going to need a fill in a box. Oh, backdoor again. 6 though. With this.
Not a bad loose ball.
Same road you've been traveling, Ray. You've just been cashing in on your second ball.
Gonna give it a chance. All right, plows out one, so he's
Unbelievable
gonna get
how
all
he was
he
able
can
to
get.
jump on his breaks. He's going to
Yep.
finish with a 140-something string with minimal headpin hits.
Yep.
Just goes to show you this game, if you can keep grinding and make more than you
Good
miss.
9.
144.
Puts it at 144.
But he still is not
That
the
extra
victor.
pin. He's under that
144,
20.
and he's still wondering here because his opponent is sitting at 100.
Yep.
With 2 boxes and a fill.
Two marks wins this match.
Some kind
It's
of
got to be
fills.
2 big ones.
Yep.
So he's got to start
Need
with
a
1
fill.
here. If he can get 7 or more, he keeps himself out of double territory.
She needs
Big
a good
ball.
fill at least.
What a ball by Rick Kamrowski.
Yes, all right.
Oh.
My goodness
Newsflash.
me.
Newsflash. A
Oh.
good fill in the strike with a 10 bucks, and he wins this thing probably.
All of a
Are
sudden,
we going to see somebody
all of a
with
sudden,
the
20.
140 possibly lose a match? Oh, boy.
we're in that territory now.
Oh, boy. Rick, yeah. Yeah, we are, because Rick is in the 130s minimum territory, I think, now. Especially with 2 balls to fill on a strike.
Throws another one, it's over. He's got to at least give himself a chance.
He's got a spare, though, still.
Wait a
gets a
second,
good break.
okay. Not too bad. He's got the 1, 3, 6, and 9. He's going to have to make it nice and clean. Either way, inside, outside. We've seen it go
He's
both
going to
ways.
need to make it and then get a
Yep.
4 fill to
That's
tie
what
or
they need to
5 fill to win.
Yep, this is a must make.
Oh, he just missed.
wow.
Just slid by.
He went after
Oh,
it,
what an
though.
effort.
And Ray Weatherby will wipe his brow and move on with his 144.
He can wipe his other brow too. That was a tight one.
Wow, what a match, guys. That was one of the best matches we've had here in a long time. On the Candlepins are great bowling. We got 279 combined.
Outstanding. 144 to 136. Woo.
135 DC.
135, yeah. Yeah.
That's all right, DC. That's why we're here for you.
Yep, I can do math.
Yep.
Math good.
And that's why Jay's here too. So.
Yep.
All right,
thank
you guys.
So that's going to do it. 144 to 135, and we'll be back after this
with the interviews.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins, where you just saw a great match between Rick Kamrowski and Ray Weatherby. Rick, what a great string, 135. But just ran into a buzzsaw today.
Yeah, he was on his game today. He made every shot he had to make, so it was just a tough one for me.
Yeah, like I said, you don't see 135 lose too often, but the good news is we got a consolation prize for you, $125 for your efforts here today, and we look forward to seeing you back on our show hopefully very soon.
All right, great to be here again.
All right, great. Stick around for just a minute. Here we go, Richie.
Thanks, DC. I'm here with Ray Weatherby. Ray, you're on to the Final Four. You're throwing an awesome ball the entire match. And by awesome, I mean you had the really nice mix going. Seemed to have a nice loose ball and took advantage of all your breaks.
Yeah, I made a couple of shots on the outside that usually don't carry for me. So, hey, ride it as long as I can.
That's right. That's really all you can do. So, on to the Final Four. And what are your thoughts going into the next match? Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling fine. Just want to keep it going. That's it.
Well, that's it. See ya from New England Candlepins.
This program was made possible by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.